What's up, YouTube? So updates here. Got most of the interior in. Not really happy with the dash gap. I may look into taking it off and trying to fix that. It's worse on this side than it is on the passenger side, but you can definitely see this could be pushed in just a little bit. It's just really hard with the with a WRX 02 dash fitting into a 97. You just have to do a lot of fabrication on that. But otherwise, I mean, I'm pretty satisfied with the interior. Don't have a radio yet because the doors aren't hooked up anyway, so I couldn't hear anything with the speakers. So I got the gauges put in as well. Back still needs some work. And I quieted it down with a stock 03 WRX exhaust. So the other thing I did was put in a turbo inlet right here. So the stock WRX one comes with a plastic one, and this one just is a little bit bigger, doesn't have the restrictions that the stock one has. So, I mean, a slight performance increase there. Also, I don't know if you saw in previous videos, the coilover is actually installed wrong. So you want the camber lines here basically facing perpendicular to the front of the car, and this one was actually facing this way, so I went ahead and fixed that. And I actually installed the power steering pump as well. Got one for $40, but I'm gonna try some stop leak, because the reason that the last one apparently seized up was because there's a leak in the power steering rack. So right now it's like dripping underneath the car. You can't really see it, but it's like a light drip. But other than that, the car's running great. It's ready to be daily driven. And it just, lack of power steering makes it really difficult to turn, especially when the car's not moving. So just reversing out of parking spots, things of that sort. So I need to get that resolved. As far as wiring's concerned, I got all the lights wired in. The headlights, corner lights, turn signals, side lights. Obviously the brake lights were done. You can kind of see how it went. It took me probably about, I'd say, an hour to do all the lights, because once you do one side, it's probably about 30 wires in total. But it's all like either 2-pin or 3-pin wires, so it sounds like a lot, but it's once you do the 15 on one side, then the 15 on the other side, you don't even have to look at schematics. So this is kind of how I soldered these in. These are a godsend, these pieces. So basically you slide them over and then you just heat it up with a lighter, and basically the plastic will hold the wire, and then the middle part is actually solder. This wiring right here was just extra. Move that out of the way. It's not being used. I'm gonna go underneath and cut it. Definitely a little bit more cleaning up to do. If you guys notice, I actually have a fuel pump as a block off plate here because of the recirculating blow-off valve. I have a blow-off valve adapter coming in, and with that blow-off valve adapter, it makes it so I can use the stock blow-off valve with a front mount intercooler, and that's my plan. This is only temporary. I don't like non-recirculating blow-off valves. They're definitely, especially on a WRX, on an NA swap, maybe, but still you're gonna have issues in between shifts, running too rich and possibly stalling. So okay, that's the update. I'll walk around the car real quick. I love that stickers. I'll keep you guys updated, but for right now, the next step is going to be getting trying some stop leak for the power steering rack. And then if that doesn't work, then I'm going to be replacing the power steering rack. Should be able to do it for like $150. And then the next step would be wiring in the doors. I'm good right now with the doors. It's actually pretty nice out, so I don't need the windows down. Plus I'm actually able to blow. The blower's hooked up, so I can actually blow colder air in here. I don't have AC hooked up, but I do have the heat if I needed it. So everything's looking good though. Had to clean up the dash pieces quite a bit. They look almost 100% better. Let me show you the dash gap on the other side. See, sorry, I can't open up the door all the way but it's definitely smaller on this side. All right, thanks for watching YouTube. When I get the doors wired in and the power steering rack done, I'll have another video, but for the most part, we can call this complete. But yeah, thanks for watching.